Morning First News on KCWE starts now.
He scoops it up, throws and ends the game, and sends the Royals and Yankees off to Kansas City.
The Kansas City Royals tie up the ALDS with a win over the New York Yankees. We are getting you prepared for playoff baseball to come home tomorrow.
Picking his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
The Chiefs hold on to their undefeated record, beating the New Orleans Saints last night at Arrowhead. We'll take a look at the performances that helped the Chiefs seal the deal without some big offensive players.
And this morning, Florida is bracing for another hurricane as communities across the southeast continue to clean up from Helene, the homegrown effort to help those victims today.
Good morning. Thanks for waking up with us. Maybe you're just waking up. I don't know. Hopefully you got to sleep in a little bit. But here on First News on KCWE, I'm Donna Pittman.
And I'm Jamie Weiss. Katie Horner here. It is just a double dose of victory today. And I think a lot of us are a little tired.
Yeah, definitely a little sleepy. Sunglasses, maybe just keep them on all day. We've got a beautiful sunrise happening right now. It's a chilly 51 degrees and the winds are calm right now. Our forecast this afternoon by lunchtime will be getting into the low 70s. The afternoon high temperature will be 76 degrees. If you're out late this evening, once the sun sets, the temperature will fall back into the 60s, and all day today, just a gentle southeast breeze at 5 miles an hour. We're starting 44 in St. Joseph, 40 in Lawrence. It is 50 in Olathe, 50 in Lee Summit, and 44 this morning in Liberty. Today's high temperatures will be a little bit warmer than yesterday. KCI hit 72 yesterday. Today we're forecasting 76, 76 in Warrensburg, 77 degrees in Lawrence. So coming up, we've got fall-like weather today to enjoy. We've got summer-like weather to enjoy for the rest of this work week. But what we don't have is a rain chance. Right now, we're looking into next week for that possibility, but it's slim, Jamie.
I'd appreciate the heads up. Thanks, Katie. We do have a traffic alert for drivers in Johnson County. This is a live look I-35 at 75th Street where we've got an accident blocking the center lane here. Looks like drivers are forced to sort of get around, and this is causing some drive time delays. We're looking at slowdowns of about 15 to 20 minutes along I-35. Looking good elsewhere in the metro, but keep an eye out on I-435 as you're approaching, coming from the Triangle into Overland Park. You're looking at about a 10-minute drive time delay there as well.
Well, the Kansas City Royals get their first win of the American League Division Series.
They beat the New York Yankees on their own turf in the Bronx.
Roll toward Witt short. He scoops it up, throws and ends the game.
Lucas Ursig throws the last pitch of the game, leading to that grounder and final out. The Royals win it 4-2. So now the Royals steal the home field advantage, and they get to bring 2 home games back to the K tomorrow and on Thursday.
KMBC 9's Martin Augustine is live outside of Kauffman. We have been talking about this, Martin, you specifically, with all the math, all the baseball numbers, the magic, and now it's here. They're coming home.
Now, yeah, it is. You know, you always wonder when you put it out there in the atmosphere if it's going to come true, and it has. And Kauffman Stadium tomorrow night will sure be noisy as Royals fans whoop it up to celebrate the return of playoff baseball after 9 long years. Now, Salvador Perez got things going with a home run in the 4th inning, but then it went a little bit more like this for the Royals. Here's Garrett Hampson. He goes 2 for 2, and it's his second hit that comes along here that counts the most. One of a string of 3 singles for the Royals coming after that Perez home run, each one of those singles driving in a run. All of this in the 4th inning. Hampson's hit scoring Tommy Pham. The Royals' 3-run cushion built in that inning, more than enough to hold off the Yankees, opening up an exciting opportunity for the team. A bit more on that in a second, as well as stoking what Royals players know will be a great environment here at home tomorrow night.
Yeah, we would take that any day of the week. I mean, getting one here, now going back home, Kauffman's going to be rocking. We're excited.
Yeah, Kauffman is going to be rocking. That is for sure. And you keep in mind they haven't played here at Kauffman Stadium in more than 2 weeks. They were on the road right at the end of the season, then on the road to Baltimore, on the road to New York. Finally, some home cooking. And here's where this opportunity kind of falls into place. So you steal that game in New York, and now tomorrow and Thursday, you have consecutive games played in this series for the first time, but these games being played in Kansas City. If this all goes magically the way we would like it to, the Royals would win those 2 games, and they'd have that 5-game series with the Yankees wrapped up. Reporting live, Martin Augustine, KBC 9 News.
Martin, thank you. Well, if you want to go to the game tomorrow, you better act fast.
Yeah, tickets are very limited. The Royals are selling standing room only tickets for $170. The cheapest seat we could find is going for about $180. So if you want to be right behind home plate, you can grab a seat, but for about $620. Kansas City is turning up the blue ahead of the playoffs coming home. Crews will be refreshing the blue dye in 3 fountains today. The Northland Fountain, the Concourse Fountain, and the Mill Creek Fountain. Look for those when you're out and about today. And make KMBC 9 your home for Royals postseason coverage all the way to the end. Tomorrow morning on First News, we'll have team coverage to get you prepared for Game 3 of the ALDS at the K. From special food and merchandise to the changes to the stadium's entry process, we've got you covered. Tune in tomorrow morning starting at 4:30.
Well, the Royals are not the only local team with something to celebrate. The Chiefs kept their undefeated record intact against the Saints last night.
Look at this formation with Kelsey getting the snap. Worthy for the touchdown.
In the 4th quarter, Xavier Worthy helped the Chiefs expand their lead with a 3-yard touchdown. Kansas City wins 26-13. Head coach Andy Reid says he is proud of his guys. They keep finding ways to win despite all the challenges that have come their way.
So these guys, you get tired of me saying it, but they don't flinch on all that stuff. They just, the next guy up and he goes. And so I'm proud of them for that. There's an attitude in the locker room that those guys, it has to start with that group there. And they just know that they trust the next guy is going to come in and do a good job.
So let's go back to that 4th quarter touchdown. After Xavier Worthy makes it into the end zone, instead of celebrating, he takes off running. And where does he end up? In the stands. He hands the football over to his mom for her birthday. What a sweet gift.
The Chiefs are on a bye next week. After that, they head to San Francisco for a Super Bowl rematch, right, against the 49ers. That game kicks off at 3:25 Sunday, October the 20th.
People packed into the Power and Light District last night to watch the Chiefs and the Royals. The district hosted a dual watch party with both games on a split screen. Fans say they are enjoying this exciting time for the city.
I'm more excited because I know the Chiefs are going to do great. I know the Royals are going to do great as well, but Kansas City is always the best. So
this year, it was kind of a surprise. Nobody expected the Royals to be here. But it was kind of the same thing in 2014 and 15. Nobody expected them to be there those years either.
The Royals watch party in the Power and Light District will continue for every playoff game. So we know we've got at least 2 this week. Hopefully many more through the remainder of October.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. Royals, way to go.
I think Taylor and Travis should go to a ball game tonight. That would be fun to see them out there. She could wear blue plaid. That'd be fine. Mostly sunny skies all the way through this forecast. 76 degrees and sunny. The game tomorrow night, 83 degrees for tailgating. During the game, the temperature will fall from the 80s down into the upper 60s. Now today, most of the kids have gone to school already, but if you're late getting to the bus stop, temperatures are in the 50s and will be getting into the 60s for lunchtime. For after school, temperatures will be in the mid 70s and the skies will be completely clear. And now here's your forecast for the home game for the Royals against the Yankees. It'll be sunny and warm at first pitch, 80 degrees. By the 9th inning, it'll be 68 degrees. Repeat it. That's the same weather we're expecting for Thursday's game as well. Donna.
Katie, thank you. Well, as you know, Katie's been keeping such a close eye on this. Communities across Florida preparing for the worst as Hurricane Milton churns its way towards shore. The storm is expected to hit Florida late tomorrow night as a Category 3 hurricane. Now, it did strengthen to a Category 5 on Monday. Leaders warn people across the state right now, particularly along the Gulf Coast. So we're talking cities like Tampa, to leave immediately. And all of this is happening as communities across the southeast are still cleaning up from Hurricane Helene.
We know more help is on the way from our area. KMBC 9's Morgan Mobley joins us live this morning to show us how we can all help. Hi, Morgan.
Good morning. Well, something as simple as just clean drinking water can go such a long way right now. So Jackson County legislator Manny Abarca has started a bottled water drive right here at home. Firefighters will collect unopened cases of water from today through October 14th at fire departments across Kansas City. Take a look. Those locations are right there on your screen. They include Fire Station 14 on Brighton Avenue, 35, which is where we're at this morning. That's on Emmanuel Cleaver Boulevard, and Station 36 on Holmes Road. Now, if you're not able to drop off a case of water at any of those stations, Barca has also started up a GoFundMe page to send funds directly to North Carolina and those impacted by Helene. If you would like to donate, you can find a QR code to do so on his Twitter page. Reporting live in Kansas City, Morgan Mobley, KMBC 9 News.
The Supreme Court is back in session, and there's a high-profile case on the docket today.
Ahead, we will explain the question justices will be working to answer about ghost guns.
Your station leading the way, getting you prepared for important events and changes that affect your day. KMBC 9 News.
It is 8:13 on your Tuesday morning, a Victory Tuesday, and we've been seeing a lot of slowdowns this morning. Possibly folks getting a later start because of a late night, but this is a live look I-670 eastbound at Genesee as drivers are making their way towards the downtown loop. Right now we're looking at about a 10-minute drive time delay. Accident still reported I-35 on the Kansas side of the metro. The man accused of shooting Ralph Yarl, a Kansas City teen, will be in court today. Andrew Lester is charged with assault and armed criminal action for shooting Yarl when he accidentally knocked on his door in April of last year. Lester claims he acted in self-defense. Last month, the court granted a request by Lester's attorneys to have him undergo a mental examination. They say he's been struggling with confusion. Today's hearing is set for 1:30 in a Clay County courtroom.
Georgia's Supreme Court restores a controversial abortion law just overturned by a judge. Last week, a state judge rejected the law which bans abortion when a fetal heartbeat can be detected. So that's usually about 6 weeks. Many women don't even know they're pregnant at 6 weeks. Georgia's Attorney General appealed, and the state Supreme Court ruled that the law had to be restored while the appeals process plays out. It is the second day of the U.S. Supreme Court's new term.
And today the justices are taking up a high-profile case involving guns. Amy Lou is breaking it down from Washington.
This case looks at a Biden administration rule involving ghost guns impacting those who make, sell, and try to buy them.
When these guns are assembled, when they come disassembled, they don't get a serial number put on them, and so it's impossible for law enforcement to track these guns and find out where they came from.
Under federal law, gun parts are not considered firearms, so purchasing a kit online would not need a background check. The Biden regulation changed that, requiring checks and proof of age to buy, manufacturers to put serial numbers on them, and licenses to sell them. But gun rights groups in more than 24 Republican states say the federal agency behind the rule overstepped Congress's authority in creating it.
The gun case will test how much the court is willing to disregard what agencies determine.
The justices previously intervened, leaving the rule intact while the case plays out. And according to government data, the number of ghost guns that were recovered at crime scenes was soaring before the regulation, but has since flattened out. In Washington, I'm Amy Lowe.
The Supreme Court likely won't rule on this case until the spring or summer. We've learned that a big report on the January 6th riots at the U.S. Capitol likely won't be released before the election next month. The Justice Department's Inspector General told lawmakers this week there is a draft of the report on the agency's handling of the attack. He says the department hopes to release it before the inauguration in January, but it'll have to go through a lengthy review first.
The Royals are headed back to Kansas City with their first win of the ALDS. Hear from players about their strong performance against the New York Yankees.
Of course, I'll have the forecast for both their games, but we'll also focus in on Hurricane Milton, any new information about where the storm is headed.
It is 8:19 on your Tuesday morning, a double dose of victory. We're taking a live look at the sun shining over Kansas City. Today marks 2 weeks since we've had a drop of rain in the metro. Katie's going to show us if we have any hope of seeing any rain in the next 9 days. That's coming up in just a bit. Today, the Independence Police Department's hosting the Missouri Police K-9 Association's annual conference. At least 60 K-9 teams from across the state are taking part in a workshop on obedience, tracking, and drug detection. 10 trainers will be working with the teams all week long. IPD last hosted this event in 2018. Also today, first responders from around the metro will get some special training to help people with autism. Lawrence Douglas County Fire Medical is partnering with the Isaac Foundation to teach first responders how to better understand autism and how to best care for people with it. There are training sessions happening today through Thursday. So the Kansas City Royals, they tie the ALDS with a win over the New York Yankees.
KMBC 9's Taylor Kaufman was at Yankee Stadium for the final out.
Good morning from Yankee Stadium. The Royals are so back, evening up the series with the Yankees with the win last night, and now things come back to Kansas City. But here's what was working for Kansas City last night. The bats were working. They scored 4 runs in the 4th inning, but that pitching also showed up, and the defense behind them. They played a complete game on both sides of the ball, and here's what the guys said in the clubhouse about that combined effort.
You got to pick each other up. That's kind of how the game is sometimes. They've been carrying us, and there's going to be times where they're going to need us to pick them up. And, if we could do that and they could keep the scoring down, it just puts less pressure on us.
Yeah, that's just the goal. That's just try to play good defense, and that wins games. And so, but then when the bats are going like they were tonight, it was a lot of fun.
That was just a good, clean game for us. We knew the bullpen would bounce back. They were huge tonight. Threw up zeros. In that 4th inning for us as an offense was what we've been doing all year long. We'll have one big inning like that where it just seems like, we'll string together really good at bats and keep the line moving, and that's what we did.
Games 3 and 4 of the ALDS come back to Kauffman Stadium with games starting on Wednesday. From Yankee Stadium, I'm Taylor Kaufman, KMBC 9 News.
The Royals and Yankees bring the series back to Kauffman Stadium tomorrow night. First pitch is at 6:08. Game 4 is Thursday at the Case, 7:08. And then if needed, the series will go back to New York on Saturday night. Well, a moment from last night's Chiefs game just goes to show KC sports fans stick together. So this just moves me, okay? Chiefs reporter Mac McMullen, he posted this on X after the Royals won in New York. Fans, everybody's connected, right? At the loudest stadium in the NFL, they led the Let's Go Royals chant. I am willing to bet they could hear that all the way in the Bronx. How neat is that? Just it gives me chills.
Yeah, we were talking about how they would combine the two out there. I'm so glad they took a moment to do that.
Yeah, it's the best.
And the whole game, this crowd, you guys were so loud. You did your part. It was amazing. Go ahead, fix me down.
Fixing Katie's lipstick. I'm sorry.
Do I have lipstick?
Okay,
sorry. That's what I get for
I would have let it go, but it was.
Yeah, thank you. We're all mothers here. We take care. She licked her thumb, cleans my face.
Emails.
All right, we're kidding. So I don't know what's on my face right now, but hopefully it's off. Okay, 83 degrees tomorrow for the Royals game. For first pitch, it'll be 80, falling down to 68 degrees. But I wanted you to have some time to look at this 9-day forecast. And once again, the lack of precipitation. There's just nothing. I know we are all trying to find some, but I just don't see anything that's over a 10% chance to get your hopes up. So mostly dry conditions. We remain with the fluctuations in our highs. We're in the 80s through Saturday after today. Sunday, we're back in the 70s. A couple of cold days to start next work week. Highs in the 60s, morning lows in the 40s. All right. So that's our local weather. Just beautiful, but we need rain. I do want to take you, and this graphic will switch here in a moment, down to the Gulf of Mexico that you can see where this hurricane is right now. Yesterday, it rapidly intensified to a Category 5 hurricane. The eye wall replaced itself, and now it's back down to a Category 4. It'll come back up to a Category 5 here shortly for a few hours. Look at the warm water it has to work with. So nothing to tear it apart. It just has plenty of warm water, winds that are conducive for further strengthening. But when it gets closer to Florida, it will start to interact with a little bit of dry air. The winds aren't quite as conducive, which is all really good news because it brings it down a few categories. But it's still going to hit as a major hurricane. A Cat 3 hurricane has wind speeds around 125 miles an hour on average. I'm not sure how fast it will be forward moving at that time, but let's just say it's moving at 20 miles an hour. Then you add 20 to the right side of the advancing hurricane because it has its forward motion plus the wind speed. So therefore, to the right of the eye, we could see winds gusting to 145 miles an hour. It's just an example. And that's why to the right of the landfalling hurricane, that's where you get the greater storm surge. Now, exactly where this is going to cross will change most likely. But what's very sad about this is they're looking at potentially 9 to 12 feet of storm surge.
The Kansas City Royals get their first win of the American League Division Series.
They beat the New York Yankees on their turf twice.
Roll toward Whittick short.
And Lucas Ursig throws the last pitch of the game, leading to that grounder and final out. The Royals win it 4-2. So if you want to go to the game tomorrow, you'd better act quickly.
Tickets are very limited. The Royals are selling standing room only tickets for about $170. The cheapest seat we found, to sit down, is going for about $180. Now, if you want to be right behind home plate, you can grab a seat for about $620.
Make KMBC9 your home for Royals postseason coverage all the way to the end. Tomorrow on First News, we'll have team coverage to get you prepared for Game 3 of the ALDS at the K. Tune in tomorrow morning starting at 4:30.
I now have your forecast for the game. We're looking at really nice weather. Temperatures will be warmer tomorrow than they will be today, so it won't be quite as cool. 51 degrees is our current temperature. The winds are calm. Dew point is low at 37. We're at 41 in Chillicothe, 42 in Odessa, 50 in Olathe, and 51 here in the city. You saw the beautiful sky a moment ago. That 51 degrees by lunchtime will be in the upper 60s, and our afternoon high will be 76. Tomorrow will be a little bit hotter, back up to 83 degrees on Wednesday. So if you are lucky enough to go to the Royals game tomorrow, for tailgating, temperatures will be in the low to middle 80s, 80 degrees at first pitch, but the sun sets during the game and the temperatures will fall off into the upper 60s by the 9th inning. And the breeze will continue to be quite light during both the Wednesday game and the Thursday game. We stay in the 80s through Saturday, and then Sunday we see the temperature come back into the 70s. We'll be right back.
Leading the way, getting you prepared for important events and changes that affect your day. KMBC 9 News.
Our boys in blue and red get it done in prime time. This morning, we're reliving both of last night's victories, making Kansas City the talk of the sports world.
And all eyes are on this major hurricane in the Gulf of Mexico. But in contrast, drought conditions continue to worsen for Kansas City. We'll look to see when our next chance of rain could be.
The cleanup from Hurricane Helene continues across the southeast, but they need more help this morning. We are sharing how you can get involved. Good morning. Thanks for being with us on a double victory Tuesday morning.
I like that.
I like that.
This is a win.
Yeah, Donna pointed this out earlier today. If you take the two victories for the Royals and the Chiefs and put them together, you got a great big W.
There you go.
I think
and then hopefully we'll have a Wednesday W.
I don't have enough fingers for that one. I'll have a bat flying.
This just shows what happens when you stay up late to watch a lot of
Or
great
just
games.
don't go to sleep at all.
Yeah.
Right.
We're sober, but we're sleep drunk is pretty much what's happening. Sleep deprived. We are looking at a beautiful morning. It is 51 degrees. Winds are calm. It's just another stretch of beautiful weather, but we need some rain, and unfortunately, we just don't see it at this time. Our 12-hour forecast today, mostly sunny. Highs will be in the middle 70s. It'll be a few degrees warmer than it was yesterday. The winds remain light. They'll come from the southeast at 5 miles an hour. If you're getting ready to head out right now, you want to be ready for afternoon highs in the mid-70s. So maybe it's a little cool now, you take a jacket, but you won't need it this afternoon. 76 in KC, Warrensburg, 77 in Liberty, 77 in Lawrence. And tomorrow it gets even warmer with highs in the 80s. So 83 in Kansas City, also just a gentle breeze, about 5 miles an hour. 80 in Marshall, 84 degrees in Lawrence. So another beautiful warm day and fabulous weather for tailgating, Jamie.
All right, thanks for the heads up, Katie. So let's get you ready to head out the door this morning with your first alert traffic. Still seeing issues on the roadways. Live look I-35 at 75th Street, southbound run here, where an accident has been blocking the center lane here for over 40 minutes at this point. We continue to see slowdowns along I-35 in both directions, but because of this accident, I would build in time for at least a 20-minute drive time delay.
2-0 pitch. A drive to deep left field. This ball is on its way. This ball is gone.
That ball hit by number 13, Lucky Salvi. The playoffs coming home now to Kansas City. The Royals are coming back after beating the Yankees 4-2 and tying the ALDS at 1 game apiece. Salvador Perez hitting that number 5 approves there. George Brett hitting a huge home run at the top of the 4th to tie up the game, giving the Royals the offensive spark they needed. So now the Royals steal home field advantage with 2 games at home tomorrow and Thursday.
KMBC 9's Martin Augustine joins us live outside of the K this morning. And Martin, we've been talking about this for a few days now, but finally, playoff baseball is coming back to the K.
You always wonder a little bit when you talk about it too much, or you're talking it out of existence or into existence. I don't know, but we have talked about it a lot, and it does come home tomorrow. The K will be incredibly noisy with everybody rocking the house to celebrate the fact that playoff baseball is back after 9 long years. Now, you saw the Salvador Perez home run right there. That was in the first part of the 4th inning. The rest of the night kind of looked like this. Here's Garrett Hampson, who goes 2 for 2, and it's his second hit here that counts the most. One of a string of 3 singles for the Royals in the 4th inning after the Perez home run. Each one of those singles scoring a run. Hampson's hit bringing Tommy Pham across the plate. The Royals' 3-run cushion built in that inning, more than enough to hold off the Yankees, opening up an exciting opportunity for the team. We'll readdress that in a moment, as well as stoking what Royals players know will be a great environment here at Kauffman Wednesday night.
Yeah, we would take that any day of the week. I mean, getting one here, now going back home, Kauffman's going to be rocking. We're excited.
Kauffman is going to be rocking. There is no doubt about that. And they haven't played here at home in more than 2 weeks. Remember, they finished the season on the road. They had the road games against Baltimore and then the road games against Yankees. Time for some home cooking for the Kansas City Royals. And here's where this opportunity we need to address is. So they win a game in New York City. And for the first time in this series, we'll have back-to-back games on consecutive nights, Wednesday and Thursday, here in Kansas City. So you do the math, it's pretty simple. Win those 2 games, and you've buttoned up this series against the Yankees. Reporting live, Martin Augustine, KBC 9 News.
All right, thanks, Martin. So the Royals are getting props from one of Kansas City's most famous champions, Chiefs quarterback and part Royals owner, Patrick Mahomes. He congratulated the boys in blue on social media, writing, "Royals, the K is about to be jumping this week." I think that's an understatement.
I think so, too. Yeah, here's a look. The playoffs shaping up right now for the first time in Division Series history, actually. All 4 series are tied at 1 game apiece. Tonight, both National League matchups will play Game 3. Phillies and Mets, they're first up at 4, and then the Padres and Dodgers, they play at 8 o'clock tonight.
And make KMBC 9 your home for Royals postseason coverage all the way to the end. Tomorrow on First News, we're going to have team coverage to get you prepared for Game 3 of the ALDS at the K. From special food and merchandise to changes to the stadium's entry process, we've got you covered. Tune in tomorrow morning starting at 4:30. And of course, the Royals weren't the only team that delivered in prime time.
The Kansas City Chiefs are still undefeated after last night's game against the Saints. They won 26-13, but the score does not reflect how much KC really just controlled this game. Start to finish, they won the time of possession battle and outraged New Orleans by more than 200 yards. Head coach Andy Reid says he's proud of these guys.
So these guys, you get tired of me saying it, but they don't flinch on all that stuff. They just, the next guy up and he goes. And so I'm proud of them for that. There's an attitude in the locker room that those guys, it has to start with that group there. And they just know that they trust the next guy is going to come in and do a good job.
On second down, Mahomes, Smith-Schuster. He's got a mile to run. Out of bounds inside the 15.
In the Chiefs' first game without Rashee Rice this season, the team needed somebody to step up, and guess who did? Juju Smith-Schuster. He finished the game with 7 receptions and 130 yards. Juju stayed humble after the game, reminding everybody this is a team sport.
And coming back here is, a place I'm very familiar with, playing with a great quarterback that, I've had chemistry in the past, playing under Andy Reid and the guys, on the field, from my tight ends, O-line, to running backs, to receiver. This is a team sport. It takes all 11 guys, for us to make one play happen.
We do have an update on a Chiefs injury, and it's not good. Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice is likely out for the season. According to reports, he'll have surgery today to repair the LCL in his right knee. The good news is Rice is expected to make a full recovery. So the Chiefs will be on a bye this weekend. After that, they'll have 2 straight road games against the 49ers and the Raiders. Then it's back to Monday Night Football at Arrowhead against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So going to be a busy stretch for the Chiefs and hopefully a busy stretch for the Royals. And we just keep on going.
And I know we need rain, but we have perfect weather for tailgating tomorrow and Thursday, so there's that.
Yeah, there'll be no tarps being pulled across the K for sure. We've got dry, warming weather as we head into the games. Today will be very similar to yesterday, maybe a couple of degrees warmer, mostly sunny, 76 degrees. We'll get to that around 4 o'clock this afternoon when the children are coming home from school for their afternoon recess. It's just really pretty today, like it has been. 60s heading into the 70s. And then tomorrow, 83 degrees, and we repeat the same weather again on Thursday. So this forecast could apply to Wednesday's game or Thursday's game. Temperatures will be in the 80s for tailgating, hit 80 at first pitch, sunsets during the game, light breeze. Temperatures will end up in the upper 60s.
All right. Thank you, Katie. Well, communities, as you know, Katie, you've been watching this across the Southeast, still are cleaning up from Hurricane Helene. More help is on the way from our area.
Yeah, we want to bring in KMBC 9's Morgan Mobley, who's joining us live, showing us how all of us can help. Hi, Morgan.
Well, County Legislator Manny Abarca was on the call this week listening to all the devastation from Helene when he realized a very simple necessity like clean drinking water is so hard to come by for them right now. So he has started a bottled water drive right here at home. Firefighters are collecting unopened cases of water from today through October 14th at fire stations across Kansas City. Take a look. Those locations are right there on your screen. They include Fire Station 14 on Brighton Avenue, Station 35, which is where we're at on Emmanuel Cleaver Boulevard, and Station 36 on Holmes Road. Now, if you're not able to drop off a case of water at any of those departments, he has also started a GoFundMe page. All of those funds will go directly to North Carolina. You can donate through a QR code over on his Twitter page. Reporting in Kansas City, Morgan Mobley, KMBC 9 News.
Well, some big-name artists are holding a concert to raise money for Hurricane Helene victims. The Concert for Carolina will be held at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, October 26th. The headliners are James Taylor, Luke Combs, Eric Church, and Billy Strings. Two members of that group, Combs and Church, are natives of North Carolina. Show organizers say all the funds raised will go toward aid relief. A massive welcome home after a scary start to life.
Next, we're bringing you the story of baby Wells, who made it home safe after family members say that 911 phone delays jeopardized his life.
And it's been 10 years since a South Korean Royals fan became famous for his diehard support of the team. Next, we'll hear from Sungwoo Lee about the team's most recent push to win it all.
And coming up, I'm going to show you a graphic I haven't shown you yet this morning on what the potential wave heights could be with this hurricane.
Your station leading the way with First Alert Weather, Kansas City's most experienced team, KMBC 9 News.
It is 8:45 on your Tuesday morning, and we want to get you ready to head out the door this morning. We've been seeing a couple problems on the roadways this morning, a handful of accidents that have been popping up. We want to give you the heads up. There continues to be some drive time delays on 435. That's going to be on the Missouri side of the metro near 23rd Street. We've got some slowdowns there, as well as slowdowns on the Kansas side of the metro. Drive time's looking okay for the most part, but a brief delay I-35 southbound.
Together after a scary start to a baby's life. Now, we first brought you this story last month. Wells Brown There he is, looks like a normal, little healthy guy, but he's had a challenging start to life. Wells' parents brought him home Saturday after he spent the first 5 weeks of his life in the NICU. When Wells was born, he was not breathing, and his mother, Devin, was in danger of bleeding out from a difficult childbirth. Now, with Devin and Wells' lives both in serious danger, family members were put on hold with KCPD's 911 system 3 times, they say. Help finally arrived after a family member actually in Overland Park called 911.
It's just heartbreaking because I know we're not the only family that's being affected by this. Someone is not as lucky as us, and a family is missing someone right now because of this.
The longest wait time for a KCPD 911 caller last month was more than 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. All right, let's go to our south in Tennessee. 2 of the 5 former Memphis police officers convicted in the deadly beating of Tyre Nichols are being released from jail. Bond hearings were held Monday for Demetrius Haley and Justin Smith, as well as Tadarius Bean. They were convicted last week of federal civil rights violations. Now, Bean and Smith were granted release, but have to wear GPS ankle monitors and stay on house arrest. Bean's sentencing is set for January 22nd, Smith's January 24th. Now, Haley will remain behind bars until his sentencing January 23rd. Bean and Smith were found guilty of obstruction of justice and witness tampering. Haley was found guilty on several charges, and his excessive force conviction presented more concerns for the court.
We turn now to Long Beach, California, where a house explosion left one man severely injured. Fire officials say an ADU in the back of the property, that's an alternative dwelling unit, it exploded, sending debris everywhere. Neighbors in the area reported hearing a loud explosion followed by rattling that many described as being as powerful as an earthquake.
We're about 4 blocks away, 4 houses away, and we just heard like a loud, like an explosion, a very loud sound. It felt kind of like an earthquake, but except like we peeked outside of the window and we saw a lot of things coming from the air onto the floor.
It is still unclear what caused that explosion.
We are just 4 weeks from Election Day, and both of the top presidential campaigns are on a media blitz as the candidates crisscross the country. Here's ABC's Christiane Cordero.
It's become a landmark promise of her campaign. In a wide-ranging interview with 60 Minutes, Vice President Harris vows to follow through with tax breaks for first-time homebuyers and small business owners, suggesting she can get Congress on board, too.
Small businesses are part of the backbone of America's economy.
But pardon me, Madam Vice President, the question was, how are you going to pay for it?
Well, one of the things is I'm going to make sure that the richest among us who can afford it pay their fair share in taxes.
Harris accepted the invitation to sit down with CBS and blasted Trump for not doing the same before offering this suggestion.
If he is not going to give your viewers the ability to have a meaningful, thoughtful conversation, question and answer with you, then watch his rallies. You're going to hear conversations that are about himself and all of his personal grievances.
Both candidates attended October 7th remembrance events. Trump, while hosting Jewish community leaders in Miami, blamed the administration for enabling protesters.
We're going to remove the Jew haters who do nothing to help our country. They only want to destroy our country. And we will never let the horrors of October 7th be repeated here on American soil.
Trump's also critical of the federal response to Hurricane Helene, false claims that have led to a wave of misinformation. FEMA and several prominent Republicans have called the rhetoric extremely damaging to the recovery efforts. And overnight, a new Harris ad shows a former Trump staffer chiming in.
He would suggest not giving disaster relief to states that hadn't voted for him.
The former president on Fox pushing back.
Anything I do, they'll say, oh, it's political. If I do anything good, no matter what I do, they'll say, oh, he did it for politics.
As for the voters displaced by Hurricane Helene, North Carolina's election officials are now giving local officials the power to allow them to cast ballots outside their county, including at shelters. Christiane Cordero, ABC News, Washington.
Here at home today in Wyandotte County, there's a push to make it easier for Spanish-speaking residents to vote. Local leaders and the ACLU are asking Kansas's Secretary of State and the Wyandotte County Election Office to start providing voting materials in Spanish. Now, this is not required by federal law, but groups like Equality Kansas argue as one of the most diverse counties in the country, Wyandotte should work to improve voter access. Residents have also collected a petition with more than 1,000 signatures. A news conference is planned for 10 o'clock this morning outside of the Wyandotte County Courthouse. USUG Mayor Tyrone Gardner. He'll be there along with other local leaders. All right, let's talk baseball. The Kansas City's Royals playoff run is reminding us that there are fans of the Royals everywhere, all over the world.
So the name Sung Woo Lee, it might sound familiar. Think back 10 years. He's the diehard Royals fan from Seoul, South Korea, catapulted into Kansas City stardom in 2014. When he went to his first Royals game, the Royals went on a hot streak and won first place in the AL Central. So we caught up with him to get his take on the Royals being back in the playoffs.
This Royals team is relentless, right? So play all the way.
Since 2014, Lee started his own company and his own family of Royals fans.
We love to show off how fans are showing their pride, and we asked you yesterday to take pictures and show us. Well, this is from viewer Karen Conrad. She grilled up some New York strip steaks for the game. Now, hold on. The reason, she says, let's sizzle those Yankees. All right, so I think that more steaks maybe should be in store for the Conrads tomorrow night and the next night. Just stick with it.
Yeah, perfect grilling weather for sure. Look at these highs in the 80s for our two home games. 83 Wednesday, 84 on Thursday. We'll stay in the 80s through Saturday. Chill down a little bit on Sunday, but even that is well above the normal, which now is 71. And next week we'll have a few cold mornings and cool afternoons, but I still do not have a drop of rain in our forecast. So for the Royals game, 80 degrees at first pitch, so 80s for tailgating, falling into the 60s by the 9th inning. This storm is over 500 miles away from Tampa and the rest of Florida. They're already under hurricane warnings because it is imminent that this hurricane is going to hit the peninsula of Florida. Exactly where it crosses the shore, yet to be determined, but we're getting a good idea that it will be somewhere from the Great Bend all the way down to Fort Myers. Models are kind of pointing at Tampa, but don't get too caught up on that. It could go north or south. They're asking everybody to get out of its path, not only because it could have 125 mile sustained winds, but the storm surge with this and the wave action on top of the storm surge could be catastrophic. And what I mean by that, storm surge is that wall of water. It's the ocean basically rising up. And then on top of that, you have wave action. And then I just read this is all going to be happening near high tide, which makes it even more worse. So storm surge in some areas as high as 9 to 12 feet. Wave action, watch these numbers change as the storm gets closer. This is the height of the wave just offshore, 10 to 17 foot waves just offshore, which is just going to add more water. Plus the rainwater could be over 9 inches. So the flooding expected across the middle of Florida is expected to be horrible.
2-0 pitch. A drive to deep left field. This ball is on its way. This ball is gone.
The playoffs are coming home. Kansas City, the Royals are coming back to the Metro after beating the Yankees 4-2 and tying the ALDS at 1 game apiece. Salvador Perez had a huge home run in the top of the 4th to tie up the game and give the Royals the offensive spark they needed. Make KMBC 9 your home for Royals postseason coverage all the way to the end. Tomorrow on First News, we're going to have team coverage to get you prepared for Game 3 of the ALDS at the K. From food specials to merchandise and changes to the stadium's entry process, we've got you covered every step of the way. Join us tomorrow morning starting at 4:30. The Royals aren't the only team that delivered in prime time. The Chiefs are still undefeated after last night's game against the Saints. They won 26-13, but the score doesn't reflect how much KC controlled this game. They won the time of possession battle and outgained New Orleans by more than 200 yards. We did get an update on a Chiefs injury, and it's not good. Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice is likely out for the season. According to reports, he'll have surgery today to repair the LCL in his right knee. But the good news in all of this, Rice is expected to make a full recovery.
And if you're keeping score on how much rain we've had, 14 days, 0 rain, 0 days with any rain. So we need some rain. It's been too long. The drought continues to worsen. So we don't have any rain in our forecast. So I guess we'll just have to enjoy it and appreciate it. We know that none of the Royals games will get rained out at all. It's just going to be beautiful. Temperatures in the 40s and 50s this morning. The afternoon high will be a few degrees warmer than yesterday. We hit 72 yesterday. We'll hit that by 1 o'clock today and continue climbing to 76 degrees for our afternoon high with mostly sunny skies. And that's pretty much the same everywhere you are. We'll see you again at noon.